In this video, we'll be running the code from the last worksheet, which shows how to use the ultrasound sensors. This means that the robot can detect when there's an object too close and work to avoid it. We'll be running a script that can detect when there's an obstacle and then turn the robot to try and avoid it. Let's turn the robot on and SSH in to get the script running. Here we are SSH'd into the active robot with the final script ready to execute. This is going to use some of the code for moving the robot around, including the PWM code, as well as the code from 6distance, which is used to trigger and receive echoes from the ultrasound sensor to determine how far away an object is. The code then has some variables for how near something should be before the robot tries to turn to avoid it, how far it should reverse for if it's trying to get away from something, how long it should reverse for if it's trying to get away from something, and how long it should turn for so that it can try and get around the obstacle. So here we're saying that 15 centimeters is close enough to try and avoid the obstacle. Half a second is enough time to reverse away, and 3/4 of a second is enough time to turn away from the obstacle to maneuver around it. We then perform the standard pin setup and define our functions for stopping, moving forwards and backwards, turning left and right, and checking how far away the nearest object is. We also have a helper function to determine if there's an obstacle near, which will do a measurement and then determine if it's too near, and another helper function which will move the robot to try and avoid the obstacle, which will move backwards and then turn. Finally, our code, which combines everything together. It will do an initial setup where it sets the ultrasound module off, ready to use. Then it will repeat the indented block forever, which will move forwards and then check if there's an obstacle too near. If there is, try and avoid it. If not, keep on moving and checking to see if there's an obstacle. So now that we understand how the code works, let's cd into the code directory and use Python to execute the 9 avoidance scripts. Now the robot will keep moving forwards until it detects an obstacle, then try and avoid it. However, you might be able to detect a problem with how the robot is doing at the moment, which is that it keeps thinking there's an obstacle in front of it. That's because I've deliberately left the ultrasound sensor pointing too far downwards, and it keeps detecting the floor in front of it. There's a simple solution for this, which is sellotape. I've used a piece of sellotape to pin the ultrasound sensor back so that it's pointing directly in front of the robot. Now I'm going to keep stepping in front of the robot to give it an obstacle to avoid. Let's run the script again and see how it does. Now this obstacle avoidance isn't perfect because the ultrasound sensor is pointing directly forwards, meaning that any obstacles that are too low will not be detected by it. We could try and fix this by pointing the ultrasound sensor, or we could put a bump sensor on the front of the robot so that it can detect when it's hit something and take action. Without the bump sensor and without the tuned distance sensor, what we'll find is that the robot just tries to drive over an obstacle that it's too low down. Let's take a look at that in action. Without these additional sensors, the robot will just keep trying to drive against the obstacle forever.
At the start of this series, I said that we'd be making a line-following robot with collision avoidance. We've created a line-following robot and it's able to do collision avoidance, but not at the same time. What we could do is code this manually, but another option is to use ROS, which is Robot Operating System. This is a framework that lets us build robot software more easily and has some pre-built components. Next video, I'll show you how to set up Robot Operating System on this robot so that we can more easily access sensor data and program robot behavior, so that we can get to a line following course with collision avoidance at the same time.